Alright, you guys, I've taken a half day at work here. Gonna go ahead and get my transmission in that I built for this. Hopefully it works. Coming back from my lunch break here, when I was pulling into the bay, I noticed I lost reverse, so I think I'm onto something about that lower clutch actuator dying and being the cause of losing 6th gear. Without further ado, let's get this thing raised up. Okay, I've got it supported up on the lift here. This is not meant to be a tutorial. I do have tutorial videos on removing this transmission and replacing the clutches. They're in my playlist for focused transmission help. I have a video for doing it DIY in the driveway as well as on the lift, and doing the clutches with no special tools. So let's get started here. If you're having a problem where the airbox boot right here is stuck on the throttle body, go get the car warmed up really nice and hot, and it seems to help when it's warm. You can also use a heat gun right there. Battery's out. Air thing is out. Let's get the battery tray. Great, that's nice. Alright, I'm not doing every single step. I'm just gonna get this apart here and keep moving along with you. Top end's taken apart, ready to lift up. Pay attention to the engine, it's gonna lower down a little bit. Alright, moving on up. Moving on up. Get these nuts off of here. Wheels are off and these bolts are off. Get some slack in the brake hoses. Moving on up. Okay, let's get a twist down under here. Supported. Now let's drain the debris-filled fluid out of here. Okay. Smells like chicken. Oh no, it's getting everywhere. Alright boys, let's get the ball joints out, get the axles pushed out of the way, get the bell housing bolts that I can get out of the way, leave one on each side. Ground strap, disconnect this, get the starter out of the way, and I'm going to do the clutch nuts, get them off. I forgot the upper bell housing bolts. Oh, it's out. That's a crusty-wusty flywheel there. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see that. Alright, get this clutch out, reset it, swap everything over to my new Frankenstein transmission right here. If you guys didn't see the other episode, I kind of put a used case half on that and put an Amazon on this one. An Amazon output shaft bearing on it and a Ford input shaft bearing. Just kind of cleaned it all up and gonna try that transmission. The synchros didn't grind like this one, so even though it's got more miles on the transmission, it's in better shape. Oh my goodness, it's got barnacles on it. Oh well, if I ever need to put a flywheel in it, I can get the trans out in like 20 minutes, so no big deal. Oh me, remember that other episode where I was losing 6th gear on the highway? Stupid thing. That's where you belong from now on, that's your home. That was awkward. Okay, I've got the clutch out. Let's look at the 200-mile. Yeah, that's all I like to see. No blue grease. That slave cylinder's OEM, and it's got like 200 miles on it. So it better be good. Yeah, good. Let's get these son of a guns out of here. Okay. There's the one out of the car. Got it pretty much all stripped down there. Time to swap everything over to this one. Okay. Sure hope this transmission works. Stay tuned till the end to find out. No, I'm not like that. When I get it in the car, I'm going to drive it up the highway, come back and drain it and put the good transmission fluid in. Kind of work out any debris out of the transmission. If I've got time today also, I'll tear that down and get a look at the synchronizer, but that may end up going to another video, but I think I'll have time. Stay tuned. How much of the nuts and bolt stuff do you guys want to see? Is this too much? Stay. Okay, it's tight. And tighten. Nope. Alright. Making me do all the work. I learned the importance of cleaning these little strips here from another YouTuber. The forks with the ball bearings riding on it there. See, I didn't clean mine on this last one, and look how dirty these new forks are on the little rollers there. I'm gonna have to clean that up there. Good enough. Got the clutch set up here, getting ready to reset it. If you want a separate video on this one day, let me know. I'll do the procedure for you. It's locked. That's lucky. Woohoo! The clutches really don't like to relock sometime, and it's frustrating, but that one did. It's only got a couple 100 miles on it, so it better. Okay, the clutch is dropped in, fully installed, and unlocked. I've had some people ask about this swooshing noise here. You hear that? It's completely normal. Just in case the wind picked up. Just in case the wind picked up there, I want to do it again. Completely normal. Alright boys, she's ready to go back in the car. This is the only thing I'm replacing on this go around. It's a stretch fit. It like forms around the axle shaft bearings, so I'm getting a new one of those so the axle doesn't fly out. Alright guys, we're almost back together here, up to the top end. About to put my Yamaha rear end oil for a motorcycle in the transmission. Okay. Gonna run it up the highway like I said and just flush all the debris out of the transmission. She's all back together. Let's do the clutch adaptive learn, shall we? Good old Miracle Machine, about to save the day yet again. Fingers crossed. It's starting to do all the checks now. So far so good. Come on. Woohoo! Come on. Please work. Oh my goodness, that freaked me out. Okay, here we go. Alright, I felt the initial clutch learn go in. Now it's time for the fine tuning. It went through. Oh. I did have a check engine light come on the first day I drove it, and then it went off. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a PO420, but let's see. Yep. Every single Focus over 100,000 miles, I swear, well, maybe 80% of them are going to get that code. So I just need to get a O2 spacer for the rear O2. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say a new $1,500 catalytic converter. That's what I need to get for sure. All right. I think we need to go for a ride, guys. Let's do it. Let's go for a drive. Ladies and gentlemen, it moves. And second gear didn't grind when I slowed down there. Let's take you along here second by second. Well, at least at the beginning. Once again, this is the transmission that was in that gray Focus that I had that came in it with 180,000 on it with the noisy bearing. And it was in fifth gear, and it's not there anymore, so that Amazon bearing took care of the issue. Let's go on the highway here. Slowed back down off the highway, no synchro grinds, no weird noises or anything. I'm so happy I could cry. So far so good. Once again, merge up on here. This may be the first 100% complete stop here, so let's see. That noise is something else. All right. Oh, this is amazing. Guys, thank you for being here on the journey so far. There's still plenty more content to come on the Focus here, and this video is not over yet. I'm going to probably go ahead and tear down that other transmission and show you the burn-up synchronizer there. Probably within the next minute or so in the video. Okay. Oh, before I forget, I pulled the spark plugs out over the weekend. I didn't make a video on just that because it wasn't a whole lot. There is a little bit of oil from the valve cover gasket leaking into cylinders 2 and 3, and cylinder 1 had some rusty water in it. Yeah, probably from sitting with the hood off on it. So I blew all that out and cleaned the spark plugs up. Kind of sounds like I have a wheel bearing that's getting noisy in the front. I thought it was in the transmission, but it's not all gone. That's for another day. If I replace the front wheel bearings, I'll probably go ahead and just get loaded knuckles, because these wheel bearings are a giant pain in the hoo-hoo to replace. And I'm going to do the struts at the same time, because those are also a giant pain to slide in and out of the knuckles, especially when they're as rusty as mine are. Okay. I think I said you can get them on Rock Auto, the loaded knuckles and loaded struts as well. It really makes it easier, but you do spend a bit more money than just the bearing. But if you do just the bearing itself, you got to buy an expensive kit, because it really doesn't work out well on a press, from my experience anyway. If anybody has any insight on that, let me know. Back in the shop, let's lift it up and drain this oil out of the transmission. Doesn't look too bad. Seal's on there. I don't see any leaks on the transmission yet either. Let's get some of the good stuff in there. I'm going to try this stuff on my truck too, to see if it gets rid of my slightly rough feeling synchronizers. Probably going to do a couple things off camera after I tear down this transmission for you guys here on the bench that came out of this one. Might be filling up the refrigerant for the AC, and possibly doing something to get rid of that PO420. So I might not be showing that on camera here. I'm just pouring pure life into this transmission right now. Woo! Let's tear this old one down here, see if we can look at the damaged synchronizer. I'm going to do something I saw once on another YouTube video, and I'm going to try to tear this apart backwards by flipping the clutch housing down face first and just trying to get the back half of the transmission off. And hopefully it'll just be one of the first synchronizers back there, and I can just pull it off without fully disassembling everything. And possibly let me know if one of you guys on the East Coast want to come get this off me when I'm done fixing it. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, but I do have a 10,000 mile clutch and some forks. I could make this a complete unit here. It just depends on a few things: how much the synchronizer costs, how much I'm willing to put into this. But without further ado, I've got the wiring harness off and the sensors, and I'm going to get these 3 case half bolts off. Actually, there's 2 of them. Then I'm going to flip it. Do not know how well this is going to turn out yet, but let's get started pulling these bolts off. All the way around. Okay, they're all loose. Go ahead and pull them out now. Okay. You having fun? Looks like I can pry up here. I bet there's another provision on the other side somewhere. I don't know. Oh, I need to unbolt these 2 bolts. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I've never taken it apart this way. Kind of over on the other side now. There is a provision here. I mean, it's probably not a provision, but it's something you can use. Just pop up like that. Holy cow, I think it's going to work. Guys, you're not going to believe it, but look how easy that comes up. Holy cow, I'm doing it this way from now on. Guys, that is ridiculously easy. Some good condition. That one doesn't really go bad. I've never seen it. Look how clean it is in here. What the heck? Alright, well, it does look like the magnet falls out when you do that. Yeah, that's supposed to go right there. And that's a lot of debris. I'm going to have to clean that off. It doesn't look like it's been bouncing around or anything. I was like, is that what was causing the grind? No. Sorry if there's any wind noise, you guys. Alright, so I've only, like I said, been in a couple of these. I bet there's some wind noise. But I'm guessing that's going to be reversed, maybe, because it's kind of a narrow gear. There's no spur cut gears in here. They're all helical. That's got to be first. I mean, come on. Such a big gear. I'm going to find out for you guys here. But first, a word from... No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to zoom in on these synchronizers for you. Okay, I believe that's first. That looks pretty ground down there. Look at that. Look at that. That might actually be second. Let me figure this out for you guys. That's pretty rough. Let me twist this around here, if possible. Holy cow. Look at that one. Wow. This has got to be second. Then again, I found this other synchronizer on a slightly smaller gear, and look at that. Those are pretty gnawed up. Okay, I'm back. I checked the workshop manual, and second and sixth is paired into a pair of synchronizers with the sixth gear. So pretty much you're looking for a pretty big gear with a really small gear, and I believe this is second gear right here. That first one I zoomed in on with you. Let me zoom in again real quick here and show you guys the carnage. See if we can go further here. Come on. Looks like that's it. Turn that gear a little bit. Yeah, you can see the how beat up they are. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that one. Wow, dude. Yeah, that is completely shot. Wow. There you have it, folks. I don't know yet how much money I'm going to be putting into this thing. It is just a spare transmission at the moment, but I will definitely let you know. But yeah, that is a super easy way to take this apart. I don't know what easy it's going to be from here pulling the shafts out, for example, but shouldn't be the end of the world. I'm going to call that a wrap. Transmission's in, it's working. I might put that something with the O2 on just to get rid of that light there. Might charge the AC here off camera. But that's it. I had a great time. I hope you guys did too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, if you want to. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.